Hello and welcome back to the Solopreneur Insights series, where I take you along for the ride of building my 2 online businesses. I'm sharing with you the highs, the lows, and everything in between, and sharing with you the lessons along the way that you can implement into your own business to help you grow and succeed. In today's episode, it is a super juicy one. We are doing an audit of your business. I'm going to be walking you through the exact process that I go through with all of my new one-to-one clients when we actually audit their business, look over their entire business model and what is actually working, finding the gaps that they actually need to focus on as well, and what is missing and holding them back from achieving their goals, and where they need to focus next. So I'm going to be walking you through the 5 steps that we analyze and look through there. We're going to be literally walking you through it on this video. So grab a notebook or just think through the answers in your head, and you'll see by the end of this video exactly where you need to be focusing for your current goal and exactly what is missing in helping you achieve this. So as I said, this is exactly where I start with every single one-to-one client. And that is so powerful to start with an audit of your business, because usually we want to look at the whole business to see what is actually missing, because sometimes what we think is the problem is different to what is actually the problem in the business. So it's really helpful for us to identify what's actually going on. What do we actually need to be focusing on to actually get us the results and move the needle in the direction that we're wanting to? And there are 5 areas that I go through with clients here. This is my signature framework. This is what gets them the big results. This is what gets that 54% average growth in 90 days. So make sure you stay tuned for this video and follow along with this, because this is going to absolutely blow up your business when you find out what this missing piece is for you. Okay, so here is the business blueprint that I walk through with every single one-to-one client, and we're going to go through the first section of that now. So the first section walks through my signature framework with my clients. 5 steps to actually figuring out where their gaps are within their business right now. So we look through those 5 areas and then we rank each of those 1 to 10 with how aligned it's feeling right now with the goal that you're working towards. So have your goal in mind, and I want you to rank as we're going through these in your head or write on a piece of paper, 1 to 10, 1 being it's not aligned at all, it needs serious work, 10 being we're completely on track, it's absolutely perfect for achieving this goal. Rank each of these areas 1 to 10 as we're going through these 5 areas. So the first area is your premium positioning. So this is how you are positioning yourself, your business, your brand, i.e. what are people making assumptions about you? What are people deciding about you when they first come across your work? So when they were to first come onto your Instagram page or sign up for your email list and receive your emails or visit your website, what are the assumptions they're making about you? What are the decisions they're making about you and your brand, about how much expertise you have, about how much you can actually help them, about whether they're actually the ideal fit for you, for example. And we really want to make sure this has a premium feel to it. So especially if you're attracting high ticket clients and if you're aiming to attract people into your high ticket program, we want to make sure we're using premium positioning here. So think about your brand, think about the impression that you're giving off, and rank that 1 to 10 in terms of your premium positioning. How well are you positioning yourself for the people you're wanting to attract and the audience you're wanting to bring in and the clients you're wanting to sign as well? The second area is scalable offers. So this is about what you're actually selling. And when we talk about scalable, we're really focused on what is this requiring from you? So can this actually get you to your goal? So if you have a goal of having a 6-figure year, for example, but you're selling one-to-one coaching at, $1,000 a month, and you know that you wouldn't be able to take on 8 clients a month to hit that 8K a month goal, then that is not scalable to your current goal. So really looking at your offers, how much of a fit, firstly, are your offers with your current vision on that 1 to 10 scale? Do they fit well with the kind of lifestyle you're wanting to have, the kind of way you're wanting to run your business, where you're wanting to spend your energy? And are they actually scalable in terms of your time and energy to actually get them realistically, get you to that goal with the finances that you're wanting to bring in, with the number of clients you're wanting to have? Can you actually manage that from a time and energy perspective? So rank that 1 to 10 as well with how aligned that currently is with your goal. The third piece is compounding marketing. So this is looking at your marketing as really compounding on each other. So we're really looking at marketing here as an ecosystem of everything we're putting in is building on everything we've already created. This is really stepping away from the idea of one and done posts. If we put something out, it lasts for 24 hours and then it's expired. No one's ever going to see it again. It's as if we never wrote it and we have to start from scratch every single time again. We really want to look at our marketing from a compounding perspective. So looking at your current marketing, is everything building on each other? Is it actually helping to push your ideal client further along the decision-making process towards working with you? And do you feel like you have a really good content ecosystem there of having places people can go to and giving them a lot of space and time to spend time in your world and link between things as well? So if you were to rank this 1 to 10, where would you put that in terms of how aligned your content and your marketing and your compounding marketing as well is with your current goals that you're looking to achieve? Your fourth area to rank is sales pathways. So these are the pathways that you've created from someone going from cold lead, never ever heard of you, to client, they've actually signed up to work with you. So every single time someone does that, there's a pathway that they've gone through. So do you have pathways in place that are really naturally taking people from each step along this process? Do you have, some place to really nurture them, to actually take them into being a lead in the first place? Do you have somewhere for them to actually identify themselves as a lead and start that kind of process of just nurturing even more? Do you have somewhere where you're actually selling your offer clearly to them and where they can actually sign up? Do you have a pathway that's been created for them? As well, what I always say here is if one pathway is working really well, that's when you want to add others. If you haven't got a pathway that's just working really well right now, which is converting really well, really just focus in on that one. So looking at your sales pathways of the ability and the pathways that you created and the ways you've created for someone to actually sign up for your offer, going from cold lead as well, not just from when they are a lead, but actually getting them to a lead in the first place as well. Where would you rank this 1 to 10 in terms of how aligned it is with currently achieving your goals in your business? And then finally, number 5, we have simple workflow. So this is your workflow of what you're actually doing on a day-to-day business, how you're running your business, how you're actually doing things, how you're actually getting the work done, essentially, how you're bringing all of these pieces together and tying them all together. So looking at that, we want this to be really simple for you. We want this to be really effective in terms of actually getting you results. And we really want to make sure you're focusing on the needle moving areas, the areas which are actually getting results. So if this was super aligned for you, this means it's really simple. This means it's getting you results. Everything's very strategic that you're doing and it's flowing really well. If this is not aligned, this would look like I have no idea what I need to be doing to grow. This might look like I'm doing things really ineffectively and I'm not actually getting a lot done. This might look like everything feels really complicated and like a headache and it's not simplified. So what would that look like for you if you were to rank that 1 to 10 at the moment with your simple workflow? How simple is your workflow? How easy is it? And how much of a flow do you have in terms of actually getting things done and running your business on a day-to-day basis? Now, what you want to then do is look at all of these numbers for these 5 different areas, and you want to start with the lowest. Right now, you want to look at the lowest number that you have and why is this number so low? What is wrong here? What is missing here? What is not flowing so well here? And what do you actually need to work on? The reason why we always start here is pretty much always this is the key to actually unlocking a lot of these other areas and just making them easier to either start with dealing and focusing on, or actually unlocks them and just makes those ones so much easier. So for example, if your workflow is really unorganized and you're not getting work done well, it's going to be really difficult for you to focus on that compound marketing and actually put out marketing, put out content, actually put out good content as well if your workflow is really messy and you're really unorganized. So we really want to start with that lowest number because usually that unlocks a lot of those others. And I see that pattern with clients all the time of they skyrocket straight after they've really identified what's wrong with that lowest area and actually found that missing piece and filled that missing piece with a really intentional strategy that's actually going to get them results and actually going to move the needle here and actually help them to improve this area. Now, in my one-to-one client audit I do with all of my one-to-one clients when we first start together, we will go through this exact process and we will work through that missing piece together on what that really looks like and what we actually need to do to fill this gap and fix this piece for them and increase this number essentially. And we'll also look through their ideal client and do analysis of that and analysis of their offers, so what they're selling, and as well their sales of how they're actually selling it and where they need to be focusing to get sales based on their business, their expertise, and their ideal client. So we really look at a lot of areas in their business, and this is what, again, gives us that 360 overview, that really holistic perspective of their business, and really allows us to actually intentionally focus on the areas which they're most needing to at the moment, and again, get them really big results really fast. That's how we get the 54% revenue growth in 90 days as an average one-to-one client result. It is honestly all down to this blueprint. So there you have it. That is an overview of the audit process that I do with all of my one-to-one clients. Try this out for yourself. It is such a game changer and will help you so much in your business, no matter what stage you are currently at. If you would like to work with me as well, I'm currently accepting one-to-one clients. Again, my focus is really on helping you to grow your income while decreasing the amount of time you're working. That really starts with simplifying simplifying your business, getting really strategic, and getting really intentional. So again, I'm currently accepting clients. I will put the application form below if you would like to fill that out and like to discuss working with me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this has been super helpful. Comment below any insights you had and what has been the lowest for you. What are you working on right now in your business? Make sure you give this video a like if you found this helpful, and subscribe so you do not miss the next videos as well. I post weekly on Wednesdays, and I will see you in the next one.